Down.
Oh yeah, now. Man wanted me to do the intro. Can you see? Oh yeah, now, my people. It's your guy, the Niger Englishman, and we are back here. One touch TV settings, but I've been pushed to the subs bench tonight because for Upwatch, the brand new show Upwatch, we're going to be doing every Monday. We got myself and Deji Spurs as the co-host, but as his team had a better result than my team over the weekend, he gets the host tonight, and that's how we're going to be running it all season. So big up Deji Spurs in the building. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, everybody, and let's go.
Niger man, thank you for passing the mic for me today. Welcome, everybody, ladies and gents. Really what it is the Deji Spurs takeover. You can see I've got a smug face after week one, and I'm the last person to have a smug face. But look, we got our all-star cast tonight. Let's big up my brother from Liverpool. We big up Romz now. Romz in the building. Welcome, Romz. How you feeling?
Listen, I've had better weekends, innit? But big up Flores, big up One Touch for having me, big up yourself, Deji. But yeah, man, I'm here, I'm good today. I've let it digest a bit, but I've had better weekends, man.
Bro, I respect the fact that you came and joined us. You're still looking fresh. You're still looking good. So it means that the result didn't really hurt you too tough.
I just don't hide, bro. It hurt, but I just don't hide. I'm here.
Not going to lie. We have to definitely put some respect on your name, but even more respect for Flawless, because under normal circumstances, this brother right here, Flawless, doesn't put a foot wrong. Apart from his club. So anyway, Flawless, we're welcoming you into the show tonight. How are you feeling, my bro?
I'm good, man. Blessed for having me back again. Obviously, this is the second time on the show, so I appreciate that. And despite my football team's results, I'm looking forward to it. Nigel's in the building. Romz is in the building. First time streaming with you, Deji. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's good to have the Premier League back because it makes streams so much more interesting because we have a lot more to talk about. And the mudslinging's hilarious. I love that. That's one thing I've loved about the Premier League back. Everybody takes shots at everybody. Nobody is safe. Nobody is safe. And I love that. So, yeah, man, looking forward to the show.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a fire show tonight. And look, we can't go into the show without giving my brother, fellow co-host, Niger Englishman. Niger, how are you feeling? And then we're going to come to you also for the weekend because you lot kicked us off. But how are you feeling from the weekend's results? Were you vindicated? How are you feeling, bro?
I'm good now because obviously the whole of social media were just waiting for Arsenal to choke. First night of the Premier League, waiting for that cold. Well, it wasn't a cold night. A night at Palace, away from home, against our former player. It was scripted for us to mess it up, and we won. I wouldn't say comfortably, but clean sheet, 3 points, win for Arsenal. We take it.
Yeah. No, well done. And look, I think we just get into it, and I think we go in a systematic order tonight. So we'll start off with the Arsenal game. I remember saying last week that what I could see from Arsenal was a little bit something similar to what I've been seeing from the Stranger Things and the Upside Down. And to be honest with you, apart from the first 15 minutes of that game against Crystal Palace, I think Crystal Palace, after that first 15-minute period, they were all over you. That game could have easily been the 1-1 prediction that I predicted, but unfortunately for Gay, there was a little on goal, and you man managed to squeeze and get over the 3 points. Have you seen something new in the performance, or is this going to be a role reversal where you might win your first 3 games and then you go on this kind of barren run where you find yourself where you should be in the table? Nigel, what did you see from your team's performance? That's exactly. You muted yourself. That's about right. That's about right, bro.
Considering I see us finishing in the top 4 anyway, where we're supposed to be is in the top 4. So first of all, hold tight with that. Second of all, I would say, do you know what? I'll be honest with you. Friday's performance wasn't exciting to watch, but there's some things that I saw in Friday's performance that I liked. First of all, as you said, the first 25 minutes, we looked like we were on it. We were carrying on the momentum from pre-season straight into the game. We got Martinelli missed the sitter. He recovered, then got the first goal. I was like, all right, cool. This could be like a couple goals here, 2-3 maybe if we play our cards right. But we fell into that same trap that we were doing a lot last season. Scored a goal, then started to sit back. And what started to happen is Palace started to get back into the game. And then Vieira just completely changed the whole tactics on us at half time. And then he was peppering Zinchenko's wing, bro. That Anderson with his crossfield passes or whatever his name is. Those passes were De Bruyne-esque, and he was picking his man every freaking time. Yeah. But with that being said, last season we dropped points in that game at that moment. Facts.
Yeah.
Who knows? If Eze scores his goal, maybe Palace even gone on to win that game. But it didn't happen. Saliba Masterclass. Boss, doing boss things. You get what I'm saying? Man of the match on his Arsenal debut. He was the difference.
Yeah.
So 2-0, 3 points more than this time last season. 3 points away from home against a team that took 4 points off us last season. So we move, innit?
Do you know what? And I respect you for giving that honest analysis, because I was getting ready to just give you some fire and smoke. But the fact that you can admit and say, look, actually, Palace were the better team, and they had.
Did you hear me say that?
Let me just finish what I'm saying. You know, Palace did their thing, but you rightly said this time last season you probably lose that game, but you guys held in. You were more resilient, and Saliba showed his class. Romz, you know, speaking of that performance in Crystal Palace, hearing what Nigel is saying. Is there anything to kind of fear from the Arsenal team? Are you in agreement with that assessment? Arsenal got it over the line. Should we be scared?
Listen, I've been getting called closet Arsenal fans and all sorts, but I've been saying, even from pre-season, that, you know, we did the predictions last year. They're my top four, and I just feel there's a mentality change, because word to what One Touch alluded to earlier, like, Arsenal lose or draw that game last season, or just in the past in general. Like, I was even seeing the stats before the game. I'm not really one to look into them too much, but Arsenal beat them once in 8 attempts. I think they unbeaten at the Emirates in that 4 years straight. It's crazy. So Arsenal show character, they show resilience. One thing I will say though, he had a good game against Zaha, but I feel if there's one weakness Arsenal have against a better team, it's that right flank. I do not trust Ben White on that right flank. Yeah, and one thing I will say as well, some people acting like Arsenal played magnificent. They played well, but let's be honest, if Arsenal against quality, Palace go 1-1 or score a bit more. So I feel like we're overhyping Arsenal a bit too much, but
but no one's hyping us, Romz. Nobody's hyping us.
No, not you. There's certain Arsenal fans that are, not you Untouched, but there's some of your fan base that are going too much. Saliba's the best centre back in the league. They're dissing Dijk and whatnot, but they're just some brazy claims. But what I will say is, Arsenal look a problem, and the new signings in Zinchenko looks sharp, got the assist. Jesus didn't get the assist or goal, but his work rate, that he was creating things, a lot of selfless run. What you expect from him? So Arsenal, they done their thing, man. They done their thing, and that second goal was crucial, because Palace looked like they were. The goal was coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, respect to that. Flawless. I'm going to bring you in real quick. Just a real quick one, because I know we've heard from Romz, we've heard from Nigel, but I wanted just to get your 2 cents. Don't worry, we're gonna leave time to get into your team, Ajax United. Don't worry about that.
I'm sure we will. Yeah, I'm saying Spurs fans are talking with chest. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, you know. But we'll talk about that as well. But in regards to it, I watched the first half, and Arsenal started well. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal did start off very well. They were impressive. Romz is right. It was all set up for Arsenal to lose, like they did last year to Brentford. But this time they managed to get the result. Jesus looked good. They looked a threat going forward. Second half, I didn't watch as much. I was only watching clips because I had to step out. But I'm hearing that Crystal Palace stepped into the game. Eze missed a good chance. But, you know, if you miss your chances at this level, then you get punished in that. But with Arsenal always going to Arsenal. Like I said, innit? People getting gassed up. Football's not been around. There's no international tournament. Could they finish 4th? Yes. 110% they are. I think actually my top 4 is the same as last year. You know I'm saying, I've said this. My top 4 is the same.
Who was your top 4 last year? Could you just...
No. My top 4.
Yeah.
No, my top 4 this year, I think it will finish the same as last season.
The same as last season.
I think it's the same, in the same order. Yes, I believe it will be in the same order. So it's now we'll get into that. Don't worry about that because you have Spurs winning the league, which is the wildest take.
Wild.
But that is the wild. I don't know what's going on in North London, but that's a wild take. But we'll get into that. I still can't get over that. But yeah, with Arsenal, if they finished in the top 4, it wouldn't surprise me. Depending on what goes on with Spurs, because Conte can implode at any moment. But good result for Arsenal. They have every reason to be pleased. But I just look again. I look at the team, and there's nothing special about it. Their manager's not special. Their first 11's not special. Their squad isn't special. That don't mean that they don't have good players. Jesus is a good player. Saka's a good player. Martinelli's good. Like Tierney's a good player. I think Zinchenko's a good signing as well. Saliba look good. But when I say this is nothing special, there's no X factor. They don't have a Conte. They don't have a Kane. They don't have a Son. When you look at Chelsea, they don't have a Tuchel. They don't have a Koulibaly. They don't have a Thiago Silva. There isn't a Jorginho.
Don't hype up too short.
I'm not hyping them up. I'm just talking X factors. All the players I just named walk into your first team. Every single player I just named walk into the Arsenal first team.
Yeah. You know, has anyone heard that garage tune? Absolutely flawless. Absolutely flawless.
Like that's what it is. But yeah, good result for Arsenal, and they have every reason to be pleased. But this happens every year pretty much with Arsenal. They have some good results, they get gassed up, and then it all falls to shit. That's what happened last season. Their fan base was doing videos with the Champions League anthem. What happened?
Yeah.
Are we just going to bypass that?
I hear what you're saying, and to be honest, you hit the nail on the head in terms of how we've got some good signings in. We've definitely got signings that will help our squad, but I believe that that game showed me we desperately need to do more. We need a CM and we need a winger. And the reason why I'm saying those particular areas is because you could see Xhaka wasn't in the game. Not like he's ever in any games, but oh shit, I said his name. I meant number 34. Sorry, guys, I stand corrected. Number 34 was doing the same madness that number 34 does, and we had nothing to change. And also Saka and Martinelli were awful in that game. Even though they both got goal contributions, they were awful. And we couldn't change it. We literally couldn't. Arteta was looking at his bench like he didn't know what to look at. So it was all mad. So we need that winger, a winger not like Gakpo, a winger that is ready-made to light up the Premier League. So I don't know if we'll get him.
But Nigel, what I'm seeing from you tonight, which I appreciate, is that there's a different approach in the way that you're coming at your team. Because I've been telling you this for weeks that your bench is weak, and yet you were kind of arguing with me. But I'm glad that you started to see on the weekend what I've been seeing. You know that hype where we beat Chelsea 4-0, we beat Sevilla 6-0, and then you were brought back down to earth in that Crystal Palace game. You're right. If you don't get the 2-3 signings that you just stated in your team, then it's looking long. I think Flawless is being nice because you invited him on the show. But I can't see Arsenal finishing top 4.
No. What I said is no. I said the 4 will be the same. But what I said was the 4 will be the same as last season. Let me just clear that up, people. Okay. I think it will be in the same order as last season how it finished: City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs. However, what I said was if Arsenal did finish 4th, would it be a major surprise to me? No, but that's not so much on Arsenal being great. That's on Spurs imploding, which when you have Conte, that can happen at any moment. And all it takes is a couple injuries or something like that to happen. And I don't believe the gulf in class between Spurs and Arsenal is so massive that it can't be close. Look at last season.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, I don't think the quality is massive. I even don't think Spurs are better.
We're gonna get back into this, but I think Arsenal, whatever happens, they've got the 3 points. Who you got this weekend?
You got Leicester at home.
So that's a tricky game. We'll see what Arsenal do against Leicester this weekend. At the end of this show tonight, we're going to get your prediction for that show. But we're going to move quickly on to the Liverpool game.
Can I just get into a couple of the comments real quick? Then we'll go.
Yeah, let's get into the comments.
Can we skip this bit?
So,
just get in.
Big up from Black London.
Big up, my brother. Big up.
I agreed. Odegaard doesn't take the shots, that's for sure. He needs to just swing at the ball. Like, what's all this looking for the pass every second? Like, just put your leg through it, bro.
I think he's frustrated.
I don't get it, but these players that can pick those eye the needle passes are shook to strike the ball. Like, it's so weird. Like, you lot, I think, Romz, you lot have it as well with Robertson. He doesn't like shooting, but if you ask him to hit someone's head with a cross, all day long he's doing that. It's madness. Deji pulling no punches as usual. You know how he goes, bro. You know how it goes.
I'm going back to
do you agree with this? A brilliant protection from Saka for Ben White. Maybe that's why his game was.
That's what I was saying.
That's why his game was restricted. Maybe.
Remember that instance, one touch where Zaha finally beat him. He just said, "Forget this," and he just dragged him back.
Yeah.
That yellow.
I love that though. That's what I want from Ben. Hey,
dead.
Deji, someone's speaking to you.
Prince Farad, you managed to get a result against Palace. Yes, I actually had you down at 1-0. The game was looking like a 1-0, and you lot managed to squeeze 2-0. Like Niger, I don't know if you've been listening to Niger, but your game was nothing to write home about, my brother. You managed to get the 3 points, yes, but for me, you know, it was like when Tottenham beat Man City last season at the first game. We won the game, but man was lucky, you know, and like that.
Yeah, Craig, you're right. Our bench is hella weak. Why are you so negative, Craig? There's no need for this sort of energy in here. Tony Claude says, Deji Spurs smiling too much. I see how that smile lasts when you play Chelsea. Big up. One win in the last, 20 years or something at the Bridge. So I wouldn't be too confident.
Anyway, look, we're going to get onto that in a sec, but let's deal with the lunchtime kickoff. Let's deal with the lunchtime kickoff right now. Romz. I'm not going to lie. I play something called Soccer 6, and I had Liverpool to win 5-0. And them brothers there absolutely flopped the whole feng shui for me. Romz, explain. You can't go beating Manchester City and then getting a 2-2 draw with Fulham. Can you please explain yourself and your team, please?
I sound like a broken record because the last 24 hours, all I've been doing is explaining. But look, if you'd watched that game, you would have thought, I'm going to say for the first 60 minutes, you would have thought we were the promoted team. It was shocking. I don't know if the players were partying and that before, but we come out hanging like we had won the league and went to Etihad and just got spanked. Like, I can't believe what was going on. First of all, I'm actually going to go in detail with this. First of all, the lineup. I said, Bobby Firmino, he's my favourite player of the Klopp era. Favourite. But he can no longer, if we want to get to the next level, he can no longer start. Darwin Núñez, Klopp got it wrong with the selection because whether it's Charity Shield, it's still City. He scores a goal against City. Football's about confidence. You play off confidence, right? It's confidence through the roof. You don't start him. Bobby kept trying to drop into the midfield. Paulina and Reed were just eating him up. He got nothing in that game. Trent and Robert, don't even get me started on them. No, the first half, I don't know what they were doing. Trent, awareness for the Mitrovic goal. Like, the Flores should know. As much I don't rate Gary Neville, one thing he was wicked at, he mastered the dark art. Someone's bigger than him or stronger, he'll put them off in the air. Just nudge, do something. Even if you have to take one to the back of your head, that beacon cut. Trent, hear this, yeah? Trent didn't know it was a goal until he saw the reactions of the Fulham fans. He didn't even see it go in the back of the net. Crazy.
Sorry, innit? The comedy story of Trent and defended at the back post is brilliant, man. I love it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it, man.
Rival fans are going to run this agenda. One-on-one defending the last 18 months, he's actually improved. It's his awareness. That's what lets Trent down every single time. But anyway,
this is one-on-one awareness. Is his one-on-one with the back post? That's the issue he has. It ain't no tricky wingers, but go on, carry on. I'm saying that. Carry on.
Diaz, again, he scored a wicked goal, but it was offside. But your man gets a yellow card in the first 20 minutes. Target him. Try and get him sent off. Like, there weren't enough penetration from Diaz and Salah. They were quiet. Diaz and Salah were quiet the first 60. Jordan Henderson, I'm not even going to spend more than 30 seconds on. But if we want to go to the next level, we need to upgrade him. I'm not saying to sell him or whatnot, but he can't be a consistent starter in that 8. Thiago can never stay fit. That midfield three as a collective and individually, that's the worst I've seen them. Van Dijk getting spun. Mitrovic just having the day of his life with him. Romz doesn't want to hear from me today. Mitrovic making Hendo do spinneronis at Booker T. Like, bro, it was crazy. It was crazy. But one thing I will say, let's get onto the positive now. Nunes comes on, and I knew this would happen. Dynamic changes, have a focal point, stretches the play. Minute he comes on, everything's going to him. We score, and it's mad. His goal, he tried that literally 5 minutes before. So the little flick, he tried that. It hit into the keeper's chest. Tried it again. He scored the intelligent run. Salah came to life after 60 minutes. Elliot. Listen, when I saw Milner warming up, I thought, oh my god, Brexit midfield of Elliot, Milner, and Hendo. But you know what? Big up Milner, because Milner come on and he restored some calm. It was a bit frantic end to end, and he restored some calm. Elliot came on, just forward thinking. But yeah, and then we get our second goal. I'm an honest Liverpool fan, innit? Darwin was supposed to control that. It wasn't an assist. That don't let any top red tell you that was an assist. He was meant to control it. But either way, it goes down as an assist. It helped my FPL because I got both. I got both Salah and Darwin. But you know what? One positive I'll say, for as bad as we played, because if I'm being honest, we were lucky to even get a draw. Yeah. But as bad as we played, we showed some character resilience, and we got the draw in the end. I'd rather went to draw our first game than lose. So, but it wasn't a good performance, man. And you know what I'm doing? I'm being disrespectful to Fulham. Big up Fulham, because they were amazing. But that's
brother. Romz, I respect that, because you know what? You could have just come here and done some hella smoke. But the truth of the matter is, Fulham did play you guys off the park from what I could see. I think Nunes, he came in, he did his thing, but the way that Fulham were playing high press, it looked like they had your number. And for the first time, I personally thought to myself, like, Liverpool can get got at. Fulham is showing the rest of the league how to get at this team. Because the way that they had the possession, the way that they had man rattled, they had Van Dijk spinning around like Carly Minogue, I was thinking, boy, look, everyone needs to take watch on this team right now, because this is how and also, when you just name that Liverpool midfield, nobody's scared of any of those names. And that is the engine. If your engine is not on point, then it's a recipe for disaster. So Liverpool need to go in the transfer window and get you need that Jude Bellingham. You need to get him in now, not next year. You need to get him in right now, because you man can struggle. You man can struggle.
It was so mad. Even before this game, Thiago's just made it even more apparent. But even before Thiago's injury, we already needed a midfielder. I'm hearing we're linked with bare names today, all of a sudden. But yeah, man, it's not looking nice at the moment.
Right, you need to sort that out. You need to sort it out. Flawless, real quick, you and then Nigel.
No, wait. Actually, no, Flawless.
Go on, what's the go on, Nigel? What did you want to say, yo?
I
want to know what you wanted to say. Go on.
Romz doesn't want to hear from man, innit? He doesn't want to hear from me.
Come on, I can take it.
Because I talk about it all the time.
Go through, Nigel, then.
Every time I speak about this, it gets him and Monts get a bit sensitive about this comment.
I know what you're gonna say.
I told them, man, about no Mane.
Mane, I knew it.
No Mane means that starting lineup doesn't look intimidating like that anymore, bro. There's a different feel to it, because look, as much as Liverpool fans want to say Mane was past his best, we cashed in at the right time, all of that. Look, there's certain players that it's not whether they're on form or not. It's the presence. Just a defender lining up against Mane, it's long, innit? You're feeling that hard African body against you, thinking, anything could happen right now. You try and barge him, you break your hand, you break your shoulder. That's Mane is on smoke, whether it's running, scoring goals, whatever he's on. And that strike force just looks a little bit, looks a bit meaty now without Mane. And that's why Fulham just thought, what? We didn't have nothing to be scared of. It's only Liverpool. And that's how they played, like it was only Liverpool. It was mad. Wow. I never saw it coming personally, but that's how they dealt with you, man. Mitrovic. Yeah. Bro, talking about, I'm hearing Liverpool fans saying,
listen, this is a big claim, but I've never seen Van Dijk ever get bullied like that at my club since he's come to my club. Never.
Spinning like Carly Minogue. Crikey. Spinning like Carly Minogue. Flawless, let's bring you in real quick, and then we're going to move to the Tottenham game. Get me? Because I'm just trying to do things in order, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got a latecomer in the back there, Deji. You got a latecomer in the back.
Okay.
Yeah,
what team is that? What team?
Representing Chelsea, man.
Chelsea.
We'll deal with Chelsea as well on this show.
Chelsea.
Flawless.
Yeah, what's the question? What are you asking?
Real quick on the Liverpool game, just your couple 2 cents on that game, real quick, bro.
It did surprise me, because I expected Liverpool to just run through them. Particularly, I thought newly promoted side, that is perfectly set up for Liverpool to bulldoze you, because that is one thing they do very well. Like, once they get on top in the game, they have the players to hurt you. Is Mane a miss? Absolutely, but they are still creating enough chances to score enough goals. And even though he played poorly, we've seen that. It's where Diaz had a goal disallowed. I think he hit the woodwork. Henderson hit the woodwork as well. And when Núñez came on, they did look a threat. I think we all knew about their issues, and Liverpool fans will tell you in regards to their midfield. And that's why their fan base has been saying they want Liverpool to sign a midfielder. Well, you got to give props to Fulham as well. Give props to Fulham. I'm saying, because they played well. As bad as Liverpool were, Fulham didn't roll over and play dead. I'm saying, and they played to their strengths. Mitrovic is smart doing what he's doing. He played well. And defensively, they did all right as well. So that's pretty much my thoughts on the game. And that could be even though it's the first game of the season, that could be like an important 2 points drop, considering how close the title races have been between City and Liverpool recently. It could be.
No, you're right, Flawless. And you know what? For me, every season, the beauty about the Premier League is that on the first week of the first weekend, there's always going to be shocks. So for me, the shocks of the weekend was obviously the 2-2 between Liverpool and Fulham. We're going to get to the Brighton result with you and Brighton and Man U. And then, Arsenal beating Crystal Palace. I mean, it was just full of shocks all over that weekend. You know what I mean? But I want to get into...
Calm yourself down, bro, or you'll be banned from hosting, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about? I'm just saying, you were just as surprised as everyone else about the result you got at Selhurst. Let's get into...
If you look at my match predictions, I said exactly how the game went. A 2-0 scrappy performance, and it was exactly what I said it was.
Can I just check something? Nigel, can I check something? Have we got one of them robot things to check? Because I think we got a robot in the chat. It's come up as Gunner King 14. Can we get one of them things where they got to click the picture? You know, them like that, click the picture, and just to make sure we ain't got a robot in there, because they're just chatting some hella smoke in here right now. Anyway,
smash the likes, everybody. I can't say anything wrong with what Gunner is saying.
Yeah, I'm seeing some bull crap talking about my club. Deji ain't winning shit.
Talking about this. Maybe I can't read this. What's he saying?
Ain't winning. I mean, the profanities is a disgrace. Daily reminder: your club is made of tin pot. Anyway, let's get into some real stuff about Tottenham Hotspur this weekend. First and foremost, I just want to say to you, look, this season, I want to deal in the now. Monts, I'm also bringing you into this because you guys are very good at bringing historical facts and future facts into the conversation. So I want to...
I didn't even introduce you. I just took a shot straight away, you know. Yeah, I didn't say much. Welcome to the show. How you doing? I just took a shot. I just walked through the door, you know.
Looking for blood straight off, bro.
Yo, Monts, they treat you bad, man. I'd never do that to you, bad.
So before I talk about my club, Monts, everyone else, quickly just give 2 minutes your assessment on the Tottenham performance against Southampton. You get me? Then I'll give you what I think. I'll add to what you lot are saying. You get me? Monts, kick us off, please, bro.
Well,
welcome to the show, Monts. By the way, big up.
Thanks for having me on. My internet was moving very mad. I was trying my best to get things working, but it's working now. For now, so for the short time that I could be here before it cuts out, big up everyone. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to One Touch TV if you're new. But yeah, Tottenham versus Southampton. I wasn't really too sure if Salisu would sign for Tottenham pre-season. I wasn't too sure or not. But you guys made it like easy pickings. I think Southampton had 11 good minutes. As soon as Ward-Prowse scored the goal, the comeback, you guys kind of just switched it on, really. Kind of what I expected to happen after the first 15 minutes of playing crap at over at Fulham. That's what I expected Liverpool to do. Spurs done what we thought would happen against Fulham after the first 15 minutes. Except as soon as the goal happened, they turned things on. I think Kane didn't have the greatest of games. I think Son, his finishing was abysmal, but Kulusevski showed them how to do the best of both, to create and to finish. Right now, looking like a better signing than Luis Diaz. People hate to admit, but that's the real. I think they're not to be compared, but I think at the moment one is looking like the better.
No, you can compare them, bro. You can definitely compare them. I told you already. I told you last week that Kuli is going to have more goal involvements than Diaz this season, and we already started in a positive vein. You get me? That we can watch last week's show. But anyway, I mean, sorry to
one game, Deji. One game.
Hey! I'm hosting, bro. So just settle. Sorry, man. Sorry,
bro.
Yeah, as I said, I don't want to use the one game to like pan the rest of the season. As I said, we've seen certain man score hat tricks on the opening day and then finish with 5 to 6 GA the rest of the season. Not saying that will ever happen to Kulusevski, but obviously Diaz can more. Diaz again scored an offside goal, hit the woodwork. Like it's more than possible for him to do really well. I think there are different players, but obviously, of course, they're signed at the same time, and you got all the stuff behind it. So Tottenham fans are going to continue to try have the one up on us with that one. But I think this is one where we're probably going to have to take the L if you do want to compare them. Kulusevski's looking like the better signing at the moment. But football isn't about the better winning of signings; it's about winning games, and they did that emphatically. They've obviously got the best goal difference, and Kane and Son didn't even have great games. So that is probably something people need to look at. The fact that they weren't fully firing and they made a team look like mincemeat. People are going to hate, I'm going to say Southampton are relegation fodder, but they're not. So at the end of the day, I think Tottenham made them like relegation fodder. Southampton didn't lie down and let
Monts, don't gas them up like this. Why are you gassing them up?
I'm not gassing them up.
Right,
I'm not gassing them up. I'm just again, this is what I saw. It's different. I think West Ham lied down and let City do what they do. Southampton didn't do that. They actually tried to play against Tottenham, but obviously Southampton paid the price for trying to maybe not sit back and stay in the game. They paid the price. You know what I'm saying? They paid the price. So great game from Tottenham. Dyer, I've probably had to protect Dyer a little bit last season when people was telling me how bad they think he is, but I think Dyer's better. I think Dyer in the back three.
Put your Tottenham shirt on, please. What is all this now?
You asked me.
Just put some respect on Monts. Let him. The analysis is doing on
point. To put respect on him, didn't even want to introduce Monts to the show. You know,
a lot of people are doing. No, but a lot of people are doing the digital dash for Arsenal. Arsenal this, Arsenal that. When they didn't even win, it was a good. Again, I'll get to Arsenal because they done against Selhurst. It's never good to do it. It's never good. It's never easy to win at Selhurst Park, innit? But Gabriel Jesus did give us 15 good minutes of football there. But let's be real with it. Let's just be real with it. Tottenham done the business. They made them look like nothing. I think if they can continue that, again, if they can get 15 out of 15, 13 out of 15, if they can go and beat Spurs next week, it is looking good for them. I've said nothing about title contending. I've said nothing about any of that. It's one game, but what a one game it was. I'm not gonna front. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think Eric Dyer just needs some more respect. I think he's as good as Ben White in the back three. Obviously,
he's not.
But
I'm really comparing Ben White to Eric Dyer. Is this how far we've fallen?
It's not how far we've fallen. It's how far you lot have fallen. But if you don't want to be gassing up the same man in a red shirt, pay a man like Eric Dyer, who hasn't really had a bad game in the Tottenham shirt since Conte's arrived.
Romz, I don't know this.
And I'm not saying he's a bad boy centre back. He's this, he's that. But from what I've seen since the new manager's come in, Dyer has looked like a different player. Like you look and stay in the past and say Dyer's shit, but when your man came up against him and lost 3-0, was he shit then?
Speak, my bro.
You know what I'm saying? You man can just keep grinning at me. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
you lost 3-0? I didn't know who you was talking. You talking to Arsenal? Who lost 3-0?
Talking to me there, Monts. If you will, answer.
Oh, Arsenal. I was confused, didn't it? That's why I didn't say that.
Quickly respond to them, Nigel, real quick, and then Flawless, real quick.
Hey, I was confused. Anyone can have a good game. We saw Fulham against Liverpool, innit? Little 2-2.
So the Saliba can have a good game.
Anyone can have a good game, Monts. But in terms of Dyer being up there with anyone, no, Dyer is dead.
I didn't say he's up there. I said people need to put respect on his name.
What in terms of can I say he had a good game? Of course, I can say he had a good game, but it doesn't get past that about he's improved since Conte's come.
He hasn't. But he has improved since Conte's coming.
No, Spurs just look better in general since Conte's got there.
So does that mean has Dyer improved? Yes or no?
He's still dead.
She's still dead. So again, now, So I'm going to apply this logic to William Saliba, the world-class centre back that's coming at the back, right? I'm going to apply the same logic. Since he's come in, he's had one good game. So if I hear anything more than that with William Saliba, I will be calling it out.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that because I don't want them to hype him up.
As I said, I'm hearing top 3 centre backs at the end of the season. I'm hearing top 5 this. Van Dijk that. So again,
Monts, you'll never hear that on
like Eric Dyer, who's been doing it for a good season, nearly a good season.
Monts, Dyer has been performing like this. Dyer's been performing like this for like 2-3 seasons now.
Yeah. What do you mean in terms of
going to get his respect? He's been playing this well for 2-3 seasons. But
I'd say a season and a half. Still,
doesn't get his
I played a season and a half ago. It's just when I started paying close attention to him. Innit? That's just when.
But I've been seeing this for like 2-3 seasons. He's been playing very well.
Whoa, Ladimus. Before Conte
again.
Deji agreed last show. Listen, Tottenham fans wanted Eric Dyer and Davies gone before Conte got appointed. Let's not do this.
Romz.
They did want him gone.
Tottenham haven't won a trophy in 14 years. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they want.
Watch your mouth. Careful.
Dyer has been playing well. Again, I'm not putting Dyer in any conversation.
It sounds like you are Prime. Sounds like putting him in a conversation.
Dyer does not deserve to be in any sort of conversation like that. However, he has been performing consistently. That's all I'm saying.
This is what I said. I did not say Dyer is top 3 centre backs. I said put some respect on his name because people say Dyer and laugh when man them have
okay, so guys, hold on. Let's get the order in here because what's happened here, guys, and I know he's gonna try to correct me now. What's happened here is Monts is triggered by the Arsenal fans in his camp, innit? Because Deji asked him to give an evaluation about Tottenham, but somehow us now crept into his mouth during that evaluation for some reason.
Do you know why?
No reason whatsoever. Because we're always on your mind, bro. Because Corey and Casey have messed you up. They've messed you up.
The second I was only.
You know he's Nigerian.
Huh? No, I said I was talking about Tottenham and Tottenham only, and then you said you want to put. You kept dashing in. Do you want to put Tottenham top on? Monts, what's going on here?
So that made you say Arsenal. That made you mention Arsenal.
Yeah, of course, bro. So I had to just be like, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Like I can go the Arsenal way. But I didn't even get to your game, so I haven't even given you your flowers yet. When you get to Arsenal versus Palace, you'll get your flowers from me. I was just giving Tottenham their flowers, and you didn't like that.
I don't know if we
want to hear it. Monts, no one can tell you anything, my bro. Your assessment was on point. I just want to bring in flawless, because flawless. Yeah. I know you saw the game, and as a Man U fan, are you? I know that deep down you would much rather be where Tottenham is, and you know what I'm seeing from you lot is you're getting a dose of your own medicine. You know, them ones there where you used to be great and now you lot are falling from grace. But you know, put the banter aside, bro. What are you seeing in the Tottenham team right now?
What I expected. You have a good manager. You have one of the best managers. To me, you have the 4th best manager in the league. You have a manager who has been successful domestically. So you have a manager who's able to take. We're talking about Eric Dyer, who's a decent player, and put him in a system and get the best out of him. And then when you add in Kane, when you add in Son, Conte knows how to get the best out of these players. Add in Basuma, I think he's a good sign, and we've seen him use the wing-back system before. So with that, I expect Spurs to have a good season. This is why I think you lot will finish 4th. This is probably your best chance at winning a trophy in terms of one of the domestic cups. But we know Conte's record in domestic cup competitions isn't good, so that could be a sticky one. But hopefully he improves that.
Thank you for
yeah, like in regards to that, yeah, like I expect Spurs to have a good season, and I understand why your fan base and yourself are so gassed, because this is the best you lot have looked. If I hadn't won a trophy in that long, I'd understand. If even Manchester United, fallen giants, have managed to win 3 trophies in that time, I get it. You know what I'm saying? We've been successful in Europe and picked up both domestic trophies in the time that you lot haven't won anything. Arsenal have won 3 FA Cups. So in your best period, even on the potch, you lot didn't win anything. So I think
I'm gonna stop you there because I'm seeing some undertone in your
What's
comment.
The undertone? Where's the undertone? I bigged up your team, but I'm saying I understand why you're excited.
You want to show United into this.
The thing is, it wasn't. Tell me what I said there that was incorrect.
No, I'm just saying.
You said we fallen from. No, you said Deji. You said United have fallen from grace. I fully agree with that. Spurs, yeah, we have. I fully agree with that. Spurs currently a better side than United. Absolutely. What I said was, though, in the past 10 years that we've fallen off, we've still managed to pick up 3 more trophies.
But remember, when I brought Monts in, when he came in, I was telling you that we're dealing in the present. We're not dealing.
Yeah, we can deal with the present. And right now, still, you know what I'm saying. Right
so
now,
can we agree that your team is dead food at the moment? I mean, we're gonna
we have been. You know what I'm saying? In that we have been. We have been. There's nothing new, is what I'm saying. It's not like we got to the game and it's like, I thought my team was cold. Then all of a sudden we got beat by Brighton and I think we're dead food. Like, no. That being said, I still think we'll do better in Europe than you. We could be in the same competition. That could happen. Would you be? No.
I respect your opinion. And this is about this. People bringing facts and also people bringing their opinions. And I'm hearing a lot more opinions than facts.
What opinion did I give? What opinion did I give that was incorrect?
You're talking about Tottenham finishing 4th. I disagree. I think Tottenham are going big time. I think we're going to go.
Okay, so let's get into that because you said Spurs are going to win the league. So do you think you have a better chance? Okay, all right. So let's go with that.
Can I just say something before I start this? The good thing about this show and everyone on the panel, people commenting, you heard it here 2 weeks ago where I said Tottenham can go for either the Prem or the Champions League. And in the press conference with Conte this week, the journalist did what you did, which was Twitter talk, like what you read in The Guardian. Yeah, Tottenham can finish in the top 4 and they can win a trophy. What you read in the paper.
No, that's what. No, it's not read in the paper. It's what I've gone.
And then Conte turned around and said, why not Champions League? Why not Prem? Echoing what he heard on this show.
It's not echoing. I'll get into it now, Prime. Let me I know this is Prime. This is an easy layup. Let me dunk this, please. I know it's an easy layup. Let me dunk this easy. It's not Twitter talk. That's just the most reasonable, logical way to look at it. When you look at the Premier League, Spurs currently, do they have a better manager than Liverpool? No. Do they have a better first 11 than Liverpool? No. Is Conte better than Klopp? He's not. He's not. So let me land and then we'll get into it, innit? So most people, apart from you, Deji, and other Spurs, no one outside of a Spurs shirt thinks that, and maybe Evertonians think that Conte is better than Klopp. So do Spurs have a better manager than Klopp? I mean, do Spurs have a better manager than Liverpool? No. Do they have a better first 11 than Liverpool? No. Do they have a better squad than Liverpool? No. Let me land. Do they have a better manager than City? No. Do they have a better squad than City? No. Do they have a better first 11 than City? No. How are you winning the league? How?
Bro.
How are you winning the Premier League? Bro. And we'll get onto the Champions League in a sec, because I got a couple questions for you. But when you're not winning the Premier League, how are you winning the Premier League?
Let me tell you why.
Can I throw in a 2 pence? Can I throw in a 2 pence?
Wait, let Deji respond first, and then
let him respond.
I'm telling you why. Because for this season and this season alone, both Man City and Liverpool have changed their system. For the first time in a long time, both teams have decided to go with a number 9. I'm not getting gassed by the cheap goals that Haaland scored on the weekend, and I'm not getting gassed by the cheap goal Núñez scored. I think it's going to take a while. Listen. It's going to take a while for these men to settle down properly in the Premier League. And what you have in Tottenham is you've already got ready-made goal scorers, Kane and Son. You already know what time it is. And the fact that them man didn't even get on the score sheet or look involved on the weekend just means that it's plausible that Spurs could do it. Only because I think it's going to take them man a little bit longer. They're going to need a little bit longer to settle. Like Monts said, West Ham just rolled over and just opened their batty. Do you get me?
Now it is because that fits the narrative, and this is me saying that as a United fan. No. The reason, okay, so I'm explaining. There's a reason why teams roll over. You know, like when Manchester United were dominant, you heard players say all the time. Teams used to come to Old Trafford and already be defeated. There's an aura of they have an aura. People laugh about it, but Manchester City have an aura where teams are scared. You know what I'm saying? You're a Spurs fan, so you wouldn't know about that. But I've seen my team be dominant. I've seen teams come to Old Trafford and be beat before they've got there. Peter Crouch spoke on this. He said, when I used to come Old Trafford, it was, let's keep the score down as the opposition. Like, that's legit what it was. And teams now Manchester City have that. Teams have it. No. The thing is, City did that to West Ham. The reason why West Ham were like that is because they are scared of Manchester City because they know what Manchester City can do. This happens with every dominant team. Any team that's been dominant over a number of years, who's dominated, whether it's been Manchester City, whether it was the Chelsea teams under Mourinho, whether it's the many Manchester United sides, I've seen this happen before. But now City are doing it. Now it's all West Ham rolled over. How come West Ham won't go and roll over for everyone else? It's like fighting a prime Mike Tyson. How many opponents were defeated before they got in the ring with Mike Tyson? Because it's Mike Tyson.
We just watched the game.
That's Manchester City.
Did you watch the game, Flawless?
I watched the game, fam. I didn't watch it. I watched the game.
I didn't watch the game.
I watched the game.
What was it that stopped? So why don't you think West Ham rolled over and let it happen? Because whether they rolled over or not, like that's not what I'm debating. What I'm stating is, if you believe they rolled over, cool. I'm not even going to dispute that. I'm saying they made West Ham do that. It's the aura of Manchester City. When you win 4 Champions Leagues in 5 years, West Ham and the players are fully aware they could get battered on the opening day. Say again? Premier League, sorry, my bad. Premier League. You know what I'm talking about? They have. Hey, Pep, hold that. But when you win, when you had a dominant team, we run bants and jokes about it. That's in the players' minds. Like, we could get beat 5-6-0 here on the opening day at home. This could get toxic real bad. There's a reason that happens. You know what I'm saying? That West Ham people are breaking into some people's top 8s, top 6. Well, because City beat them, we don't want to give City credit. It's all because West Ham just.
No, I'm not saying not to give them credit.
I'm saying that's based on last season.
Based on last season, you know that West Ham were a team. Even the last 2 seasons, they're a good side. They put in a bit of a fight, but
they're a good side. Let me switch it. Let me switch it. If Spurs go to West Ham on the opening day and beat them in that fashion, and West Ham put in that performance, we ain't talking about West Ham rolling over. It's all hail Spurs.
I'm saying West Ham. No,
it's all hail. It's all hail.
I'm saying
Spurs, man. Come
on. Getting back to Tottenham, like my brother Monts said, you get me. It was a masterclass performance from. I've been telling you, man, about Cully for weeks.
Back to it. Do you have a wait? You think you can beat City to a league title? It's Conte, so you reckon Conte is better? No,
I think if Tottenham's gonna do it, it's gonna be this season, my bro.
Okay, that's why I asked. Is Conte better?
Don't change your response.
Conte is my former manager. Can I speak?
No. Is Conte better than Pep? That's all I want to know.
You don't have to be. When Leicester won the league, was Ranieri better than the managers? Was he better than?
He was in the league. Yeah, Arsenal finished second. So yeah, definitely. Yes,
was
yes,
he
was.
Yeah,
he was. Yes.
And I speak. Listen, Conte is my former manager.
The thing is, context matters as well than squads. You're telling me that Spurs side is nowhere near that Manchester City side. It's nowhere near.
Bro, I think that Spurs side. What I'm trying to tell you is that don't sleep on Tottenham. That Tottenham is a lot more closer to Liverpool and Man City than people are giving them respect.
All right, how much closer?
I'm telling you live on this show.
How much closer?
It is a 3-horse race. Don't be talking about
Deji,
you lot are going to finish 15 points or more behind.
Deji, I said this once, and I said it last week, and I'll say it again. Yeah, there will still be a 10-point gap between second and Spurs. I think you will get third, but there'll still be that 10-point gap. You'll bridge it a bit, maybe from I think it was 20 to about 10, but you're still not near us or City, bro.
Yo, Romz, how many points was it last season? What was the gap between Spurs and Chelsea and Liverpool?
Chelsea. Don't do that.
I think it was around 20. I'll check it now.
We had Nuno. Do it from now.
I know you had Nuno. I'm just asking so I can gauge what the gap is, because it's going to be 15 points or more anyway. And as for Europe, that's a dream. Europe's a dream.
No, I respect.
Can I speak?
21
points.
21 points.
I respect you too,
Let the Chelsea brother, because I even had time to talk about my team. We've got to let Chelsea.
Because I'm the only one here who's actually had Conte and actually seen him, bring a league title to my club. Right, the team we had at Chelsea is better than that we won the league with. It's better than the team Conte has right now at Spurs, and it's still not good enough. If we take Conte's team that won the league in 16-17 and bring it into this Premier League, it's still not good enough to challenge Liverpool and City. Like, let's just be realistic. Saying Liverpool and City drop off does not equate to Spurs or even Chelsea being in a
making up the gap.
Two guys, they're the greatest teams in Premier League history.
It was 21
you guys
points,
are not
by the way,
pushing in and matching that.
It was 21.
Let's just be real.
21 between us and Spurs.
Let's just be real. Okay. For one, two, to think that you guys can win the Champions League with Conte.
Prime, I understand that let me dunk, man. Prime, let me dunk. This guy was going to get there, man.
If you had an Ancelotti, or if you guys had even Pep, who hasn't won it in a decade, if you guys had Pep, or someone, Jose, if you had Mourinho, who's finished, someone, if you had someone, but Conte, really? Do you know what Conte's done in Europe?
Don't joke with that one.
Honestly.
Conte's the only Conte. Yeah, he is. I was going to say that Conte is Ollie in Europe in long hair.
Ollie in Europe.
Conte in Europe with long hair, man. That's what he is, man.
Not with this team.
With this team, yes. Okay. Here's the thing is, Deji, let me ask you.
Hold on.
All right, go on, bro. Hold on. Sorry, I know this is easy, innit? Go on.
The last time he was in the Champions League, he finished bottom of his group with a title-winning Inter Milan team. The last time he was in he made the knockout round of the Champions League with Chelsea. He got battered by Barcelona. This was a Chelsea title-winning team that won the league a season beforehand.
And by the way, aren't as good as any of those teams right
Chelsea. I know we finished 10th the season before, but Conte winning the league was not a miracle. He had a title-winning team. It didn't work a miracle. Hold on. Because this was Pep's first season when he came, when he was still figuring out the City team, and Klopp's first season as well, when he was still building, when he had the likes of Alberto Moreno at left back and Nathaniel Klein. Like, let's just be realistic and honest with ourselves. You guys are not in a conversation, because what will happen from the end of the season, you guys will finish fourth. You'll scrape it, and you'll be mocked, and everyone will laugh.
We're finishing above you, bro. And you're getting smoked. And you're getting smoked this weekend.
Deji, I agree with that. Deji, I agree with that one.
I don't. They're finishing fifth. Spurs are finishing fifth.
Deji, wait, hold on.
Deji, hold on. Prime and Deji, one sec. Deji, I think it's only right you read out some of these comments, because there's so many addressing you.
Yeah, send the comments through, man.
You want to take this one first? Take this one first.
No, hold on. Let's assume you're right, by the way, how brilliant Spurs will be. Yeah. Fine, I don't care to argue it, whatever. I know I'll be proven right.
Yeah.
But assuming you're right, is your belief then that if you don't end the season with a trophy, whether it's a Carabao or, God forbid, a Champions, yes or no?
I don't give a shit about the Mickey Mouse Cups. You should know me already. Anyone who knows me, I don't give a shit.
Bro, you haven't won a trophy in 14 years. You have to care about it.
There's only 2 trophies I care about in world football.
My guy, when's the last time you lot won a major trophy?
Look,
what are we talking about? What are we talking about? We can, but wait, how can beggars be choosers, man? You're the homeless person who's been given a sandwich and you're telling man, I'm not gluten-free, I'm gluten-free, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want tomatoes on it. You know what I'm saying? This is
my last comments is that Conte ain't here to do Mickey Mouse stuff. He made a decision last season. He said, if I don't get fourth with these jokers, I'm out. He managed to get fourth. This season, anybody who knows Conte knows he's going for.
Let's be honest with ourselves.
He's going for the Premier League. Conte's only doing what Ancelotti did.
Conte's only doing what Ancelotti did at Everton. He's only staying here until he gets to Real Madrid. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
I don't really think it's
as it stands, Conte's got 12 months left.
That's perfect fine.
Real Madrid ain't going in for Conte. Real Madrid wouldn't touch Conte, but his European record, he's crazy. That one would burn down the ground. They would burn down the ground.
Anyway,
wait again, Nigel, PSG are trying to do success. If you're trying to be successful in Europe, you don't hire Conte.
You're right.
You don't hire Conte.
We will
even know well. See, evidence shows us this. This is we were talking about facts. This is evidence.
But what I can say, Deji, Conte's had better teams and not been able to win Champions League. What makes you think he's going to win it with your crowd?
As human beings, we learn from our mistakes and we evolve over time.
Not everybody does know. Some people don't.
Deji, hold on. Deji, you haven't learned from any of your mistakes because every week you keep coming out and saying the same nonsense. Spurs are going to win this. Spurs
Can I
are
throw
going
a
to win
curveball in there?
Look, I know it's only week 1, but who's top of the league?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Monts, answer that question and then land your point.
Let me look for a curveball in there just quickly. I don't actually think this team's better than Poch's best team. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I know. I think this one is.
I can hear that.
Actually, you know what?
You know why? I hear what you're saying.
The defense is better.
It's competitive, but I think with the Bentancur, Kuli, Romero, I think, bro, that's a harsh statement. I think this is better
than Eriksen, Dembele, and who was the other one who was in there? Wanyama. Crazy. No way.
No, it's not. The defense is better. You had Alderweireld and Vertonghen and Rose.
And a Walker and Danny Rose and Toby Alderweireld, Vertonghen.
Bro, the team.
Bro, we're asleep. We passed out on Sessegnon. We passed out. We're knocked out from Sessegnon, bro.
Wait. Anyway, let me conclude because I want to get to Ajax United.
He was hard.
Yeah, we wasted way too much time on Spurs, guys. Let's keep it pushing.
That's because Deji went to talk about it. That's why.
Yeah, bro, I'm allowed to. I'm hosting.
Yeah, you are. You're hosting. That's why we spent more time on Spurs, man. It was for you. It was for you.
But anyway. Tottenham did their thing, and we move on to this weekend. I predict that Chelsea, this is the right time to play Chelsea. They look pretty average against Everton. They don't have a decent striker, and I think they're going to get work. Koulibaly is going to be spinning around like Carly Minogue when Kane is on that pitch, so I'm looking forward to it. But look, let's move on to Ajax United versus Brighton. Who wants to start on that first? Flawless.
Yeah. You know what? Quickly, let me read out some of these quick comments, Flawless.
Yeah, you could read them out. Yeah.
There's a lot addressed to Deji, and I don't want him to miss out on them. How many times have both Klopp and Pep adapted systems? I think that was to Deji, clearly. Think about that one.
Am I getting trolled by this spam?
No, this is not spam. It's like actual content here. So let me read this out. Okay, get this North London trophyless gas merchant off my screen. That's what the comment said, not me. That's what West Ham narrowed up and still got broken. Yeah. Bro, Gunner King's really going for you today, bro. Jeez.
All right, Gunner King, he's pumping his chest because you lot scraped a result against Palace. Look at him.
Spurs literally changed their systems as well recently. So what are they even chatting about, bro? Gunnar, I think I need to get you on the show, bro. Freaking hell, Mods, can you get rid of these boys here?
All right, I need to do a one-on-one with Gunnar because he's chatting hella smoke. That guy Gunnar is sitting in his bedroom in his underwear with the fan on, typing on the thing. That's what we're getting from Gunnar King right now. Nonsense.
Deji, what I will say is though, you've beaten Chelsea once at the bridge in 35 years. So
yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Chelsea, we're not great against Chelsea. You're right, but if there is any time to play Chelsea, it's right now.
The time was to play them last season when they played you. When they had Sarr, Alonso playing,
and they beat you 3 times in 2 weeks.
Yo, they beat us every week, man. You know what I'm saying? They beat week out.
Because of Deji, DWTT's calling this show dreaming, bro. Dreaming.
Deji's dreaming. You know what I'm saying? But I understand, as a Spurs fan, that's all they have left is dreams. I get it.
All of this anyway. Click all of this. All this is evidence.
Please do.
The end of May show.
Where we your hopes will be over way before May, about March.
Well, Flawless, let's talk about your team. Are you going to finish in the top 10?
Yes, of course, people. And I love how I want to get back to your point. Yeah, before you go, hold that thought, Romz. Ask me the question in a sec. But I love how Deji called us Ajax United when both Ajax and United have both won league titles and have more European cups than your entire club.
All I'm seeing from your club is you guys trying to sign people from Ajax past and present. That's all I'm seeing.
Who did we sign from Ajax past and present?
Right now, at Man United, it's like the Christmas Carol, isn't it?
Okay, who did we sign from? Who did we sign from Ajax? Who did we sign from Ajax past and present?
You sign. Eriksen is past. Martinez is present. Yeah.
Okay.
Ten Hag is present. That's all you're doing.
No, Ten Hag's the manager, so it's calm. All right, so 2 players, but cool in it. You would, like I said, you would kill for. You would kill for Ajax's European history.
Your team struggled against Brighton, bro. There's nothing for you to say, bro.
This brings on to my question.
So go on, Romz. Go on, Romz. Ask me the question.
I didn't want sarcasm this past week. Big up sarcasm City. But what was your prediction for this game? I want to know first.
My prediction was United win. I didn't predict the
Fair,
score. I just
fair,
predicted the
fair,
United
fair,
win.
fair,
I don't normally
fair,
do
fair,
scores
fair.
unless someone asks specifically. You know what
Okay,
I'm
so
saying?
after predicting that, Flawless, like how seeing the way the game planned out, were you surprised or was it the same again?
In terms of was I surprised about players' performances being poor? No. This is why I'm not outraged. This is why you never see me mad, angry, ranting or raving, whether it's on Sarcasm City, whether it's on somewhere else, whether it's on socials. I know and have been saying this about these set players not being good enough. So when I see these players again also not being good enough, it's not a surprise. I've been talking about Luke Shaw for the
But they
longest.
are good enough to be Brighton, though.
I've been talking
They are
about
good enough
no,
to be
they're not.
Brighton.
This is where you overrate them. No, they're not. They're not.
No, they've lost
No,
two of
they're
their
not.
best players. They're good
No,
enough. to
even
be Brighton.
even with them losing two of their best players, does again in it like I've said this before, I'll say this again. Shaw is not. Is Shaw? I don't even know who the Brighton left back is. But if Shaw became available, do Brighton come in for him? No. If McTominay comes available, do they go in for him? No. Brighton lost Basuma. Did they go and get Fred? No. Did Brighton go in for Rashford? No. You know what I'm saying?
To go through,
Did Brighton wait before we continue? Do Brighton go in for Bruno? No. Again, you overrate these players. I've said this to you before.
I'm gonna debunk what you're saying right now. I'm gonna
go on.
What you're saying right now.
Go on.
Give me literally 10 seconds.
No, but Flawless, you said that you said all that about Brighton now, but you also said you expected to win the game. So
yeah, because the reason why, and I was going to get into that. No, and I'll get into that before Monts continues. Because I was expecting, before we get into player for player, one sec. Because I was expecting, what I was expecting from these players is similar to kind of like a new manager bounce. I'm thinking, new season. I'm saying, crowd at OT. I'm like, you man just put some
pre-season, no?
effort levels.
Pre-season 10 hard.
Yeah, hilarious, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? What a back-to-back trophy for Liverpool. But as I was saying anyway, you know what I'm saying? And these man just got moved to by a championship side. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about here?
This is what I mean about Flawless. Remember we said earlier,
it's facts. You know what I'm saying? Man just got moved to by a championship side. Go chase down City, innit?
Go chase down City. He can throw stuff at the window, but again, I'm about to hit him with the window wipers, innit? With the screen.
It's not, I just broke the window, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened. You got dunked on by a championship side. They're in the bottom three. You know what I'm saying? They're in most people's relegation.
Flawless, the beloved, had predicted a Manchester United win. Yeah. So we go, and now he's saying that the players aren't good enough and that we're overrating them. When if you look at it, De Gea is better than Robert Sanchez. Harry Maguire, Lewis Dunk. I actually might go Lewis Dunk at that one. You look at Webster. Is he better than a fresh and new Lisandro Martinez? Is he even better than any of the centre backs?
Is he
even better than any?
Because you didn't let me.
Centre backs on
Manchester United. So let me debunk this before you continue, before you finish. Because what I should have said, let me bunk it then, innit? Are the players good enough? Yes, but they have to perform to do so. These players don't perform.
Right.
They've been underperformed. They've been all right. So let me rebunk it, innit? Like man's had some time to swim over what we're saying in that. The thought process, you know what I'm saying, I thought about it. So in regards to it, are the players good enough? Yes, but they have to perform to do so. They can't have an off day against anybody because even at their best, they're not that good. That's what I'll say. You know what I'm saying in that? Bruno at his best isn't the greatest. Rashford at his best isn't the greatest. Shaw at his best isn't the greatest. McTominay, Fred, the list goes on and on and on and on. I've been saying this about these players. They have to perform at high level.
All their best is better than Brighton.
Can we start giving some credit to
Brighton? Brighton. Let's not do that. We don't know about Brighton's players like that. So let's stop. You know what I'm saying?
Because again, I see Salcido. I call him Conte without the PR in it because that's what he was doing. Conte without the PR. So what I'm thinking is that Ten Hag has been given this, this aura of a manager. They've got a proper coaching. When realistically, I think that Ten Hag is a decent coach, but he's not the coach that people think he is because he's now stepping into the first big league he's ever managed. If we really want to look at, look at it objectively,
it's looking at objectively, but we can't judge him on. We don't have a big enough sample size to say how good he is.
Precisely. So you can guess. But what I'm saying is, Ten Hag. I don't understand why sometimes he's seen as a great manager or a really good manager. He is, as far as we know from the sample size, he is a decent manager and has had one good Champions League run and has rebuilt the Ajax team very well. Now, as far as we talk about the Premier League and its hierarchy, there's no pedigree there whatsoever. I just think, again, similar to how when you guys got when Spurs got Bentancur, or when you guys got Thomas Partey and them man there, you haven't had good midfielders in a while before them man come in. Manchester United haven't had good managers since before Ten Hag has come in. So not you, Flawless, again, not singling out you for this. What a lot of Manchester United fans think they have in Ten Hag is just better than what they had. It's not hard to be better than Oli, and it's not hard to be better than Mourinho, or maybe Van Gaal will give him a blow. I think he should have had longer. But he's just better than what you've had.
Okay.
There's not again, he still needs time to implement his style. It's one game. Again, United can go and win the next 4 games. Everyone's probably there thinking, oh, sugar, wait, hold on a minute. This is a bit mad. But at the end of the day, he tried to big brain it. He did. Because why are you going to play a man who's basically Iron Man in false 9 when he's just, again, like, did you get it? In false 9.
All right, so I get to that with Eriksen. Eriksen was all right, so I get to that. Eriksen was our brightest player, though. You know what I'm saying? Eriksen was, well, he wasn't, but he wasn't the problem. All right, so let me debunk some of that. What you're saying is 110% correct in terms of Ten Hag being better than the managers we've had. The difference is that we've not had a manager who's been there, done it. It's more so the potential. So that's what we're looking at. If we haven't had a decent manager who is potentially on the come up. So that's what it is. Nobody's watched Ajax week in, week out, or very few, to say what he is or he isn't. I've said this before. He may not be the guy to get Manchester United right back to the very top. He may not be that guy. He might be the guy to take us to the next level, though. I'm saying that step up, level up. He might be the guy to take us back to just being a top 4 team again. He might be the guy to make us be a team who are consistently in the Champions League again. Not win it. I'm not saying win it. I'm saying just consistently a Champions League side again. But we don't know because the sample size isn't big enough. I'm saying that's what I'm saying with that. But in regards to
playing for Eriksen at the false 9 for me is a howler.
That's all he had. I wanted him to do that. That would disagree on that then, because I said do that.
But what did the false 9 achieve? Okay, Eriksen had a good
What were the options? Okay, no, forget that, Monts. What were the options? What were the alternatives? What were the alternatives?
No, forget
that. No, answer the question. What were the alternatives that were better? Alanga is not Alanga as a 9 is not better. He's not.
Let me ask this question.
Yeah, go on.
Ask what the alternatives were. For me,
better alternatives.
Hold on. In pre-season, none of that was. This was not played in pre-season. In pre-season, when you lot were balling out, Eriksen was not in the false 9. Eriksen was playing centre mid and playing cam. So why on the first game of the season?
Because that was the best. Like I just said, this is why you've not answered the question, because that's the best alternative to what's going on. Give me a better alternative. Give me a better alternative.
Monts, Rashford in the middle. Monts, 1 minute.
Rashford as a 9. Rashford as a 9 is as bad as Conte. No, he's not. No, he's not.
As a 9,
he's not. No, he's not.
This year reply to Monts. I can't stand United, but you know why Eriksen was playing in position and why he had to play false 9 on the weekend? Because Martial was fit during pre-season. Now he's injured. That's why he had to play the false 9 months.
But you had
no choice.
Manchester United have never played a false 9.
No, we haven't. Again, I love how you've not answered the question, no, Monts. What were the better alternatives? What were the better alternatives? I've asked you a question.
When Arteta decided to play Pepe false 9, we weren't giving him
what was the better alternative? What was the better alternative? That's all I'm asking. What was the better alternative?
Okay for Ten Hag to play
because what was the alternative?
I gave you 2 and you said no. I gave you 2.
What were the 2? What were the 2, Nigel? What were the 2?
I gave you Ronaldo to the start of the game and
Ronaldo potentially, but again, back to Monts' point, Ronaldo didn't play any part in pre-season apart from 45 minutes and don't want to be here. And would have made much of a difference.
Eriksen played 90 minutes.
No, Eriksen. I'm not saying Eriksen was accurate. I'm saying give me a better alternative. Ronaldo, maybe. I don't rate Ronaldo.
My preference.
Bro, what's your preference? We got there eventually.
I never would have gone from the curious case of McFred. That would just never have happened.
Again, that's not what we're talking about. Please answer the question. What was the better alternative?
I would have played Eriksen deeper. Personally,
what was the better alternative to play in the 9? That's all I'm asking.
No. I would have played Ronaldo in the 9, or I would have played Rashford in the 9. And
Rashford in the 9 is Conte. That's awful. Go on.
Because you can say it's awful, but Eriksen has never played false 9 in his life. So that sounds
and he was still playing. And he was better than Ronaldo. He did better than Ronaldo. When Ronaldo came on and played in the 9, he was better. Yes, he was. What did Ronaldo do at all?
How about this?
He
You guys
changed
No,
the
no,
game.
answer the question. No, we're not going to
Started
bypass
looking
it. We're
dangerous when
not going to
Ronaldo
bypass
came
it.
on,
When did we look dangerous with what? What
You-
When
dangerous?
when
Ronaldo
Ronaldo
came
came
on, he
on,
looked like
what
he
was
could
danger?
actually score a goal,
you
bro.
looked more dangerous. Come
What
on,
was
bro.
more dangerous? So what did we create then?
You had
What
it
was
target.
What
do you
did
mean?
we create?
Your only joy was later on in the second
What
half.
did we create?
Got bopped off in the first half.
What did
Lalana,
we create?
Salcido, and,
Again,
and
you might don't want to
Pascal,
answer
my
questions,
man,
but
we're
alright, cool,
bopping. We're doing
Alright, okay.
trigonometry. We're
Okay.
doing up. We're doing
You're
up.
not doing no trigonometry. I'm asking you questions and you doing
I
everything
agree.
but answering it. You
I
playing a
agree.
politician right now. You
Ronaldo
doing a
came on, they
politician.
played
Ah.
You doing a politician.
I
Answer
just
the
don't. Hold
question.
on. I
You
just
doing a
don't
Boris
think.
Johnson, man. Answer the question.
I
I
just
asked you
don't
two
think.
questions that you didn't answer.
I
No,
did
go on.
answer. I said I
You
would
didn't.
have played a winger, an actual winger wide, and I wouldn't have played a man who's never
was the
played
winger-
false nine.
he was the
False
winger
nine.
wide,
I,
he was
I,
the
how
winger
about this? I
wide.
wouldn't even have gone for the false nine. I would have just gone for Rashford up front,
See, that's a
Elanga maybe
recipe
on the
for
left,
disaster.
and then
Oh,
Sancho
yeah.
on the right, or maybe flip to Elanga
Okay, cool.
and Rashford.
I don't think it makes a
hold
difference.
on.
I would have dropped Eriksen in the 8
I don't
and
think
maybe
it makes a
asked
difference.
Eriksen to advance further forward.
But we
Like
move.
so to say Eriksen, you play as an 8, but you advance further forward to connect the front
Cool.
three.
Go on, Nigel. What are you
I
gonna
would-
ask? What are you gonna
Huh?
ask?
I would just want to say two things. First of all,
Well,
I've never seen Flawless this defensive, bro. Like I've never seen him like this. Like I don't
'Cause
know
I'm
what's
right, bro.
going
no,
on.
it's not. It's because
Because
Monts is
I'm
talking
there,
rubbish
bro.
because his team got dunked on by a championship side. That's
This
what
is
it is.
again,
That's
but
what
you're
it
bringing
is.
it back to me.
That's what
You're
it is.
bringing
Of
it back
course,
to
because it's
me.
your team. That's where this comes from, Monts.
No, no,
Bear in mind,
again,
people.
like,
Me and Monts are
I've never
brothers in it,
played
so we know
centre-back
each other.
for
In
any
it. I know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
Monts is like.
If
Innit?
Ten Hag
I'm
brought
just
me
putting
in
it
to
out
play
to the
centre
chat.
back and I'm a centre mid, I'm gonna say, what are you doing?
Okay, cool. Innit?
Deji
Same way
handled
he
it.
had. Same way.
Deji
So why did
handled it.
Nunes not start? Have you got the same smoke for Klopp? How come
Deji
Nunes didn't
handled
start?
it.
You got the
Brought in
same
a
smoke
man
for
on
Klopp.
his part.
Wait. Have you got the same smoke for Klopp because he should have started Nunes? I ain't
He
heard you
should have
criticize Klopp.
started Nunes.
I ain't
He
heard you
should have.
criticize him, though. What I'm
He
saying
should
than that.
have.
You don't have this energy for him, and that's
No,
your
I
team.
did.
No.
Yeah, I know you did,
Again,
Romz. That's
you
not
can
your
get to Klopp.
team.
When we talk about again, so now what you're doing is flawless. What you're doing is you're playing Spectre Deflector. You're playing Spectre Deflector.
I'm just
The
making a point.
spotlight is
We've
on you,
spoke.
man.
The spotlight
Like,
is on me, and I've
like,
been asked,
okay,
and you
like,
interrupted.
this
So we're
is-
going to talk about your team. You're the
No,
Liverpool fan.
no,
So
bro,
if I get
no,
asked the
we're talking
question,
about Man
no,
U.
we're talking about Man
No,
United. But you
we are
interrupted, so
gonna
we're going to
take
go to
again.
Liverpool. We're going to go to
Man.
Liverpool. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
You just upset because you got dunked on by Mitrovic.
What's
That
this
ain't my
got to
team.
do
You
with
know what
my
I'm saying?
club?
That's what it is. You join,
with
so
my
it's
club?
Liverpool. It's you. Because if you join, I'm going to take shots at you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not taking shots.
I'm going to take
One
shots
touch.
at you.
Remember what
I'm
you
going to
said
take
earlier,
shots in
man?
it. Like it is what it is. I'm going to take shots at you.
Personally, listen.
Because I
I've
know
been-
what you, I know.
We've got
Because we
Rams
talk a
players in
lot.
the building.
Because we talk a lot. I know what you're doing and that, and you ain't gonna get me with that. So we're gonna
All
put
right.
it onto your team. But then you're gonna let me
So-
talk. Oh, you should have played Eriksen false nine. Your guy spent 80, 90 million on the striker and didn't play him away at our newly promoted side. That's a bigger howler with your settled team and that, and you drop points. You want
we
to
can
chase
get
him
to
down
that.
city.
We can
You know
get
what
to
I'm
that.
saying?
But we can get to that.
Yeah. But I
We
ain't
can
heard
get
you
to
have
that.
the smoke for Klopp yet.
We
You know what I'm
can,
saying?
no, we can get to
I'm
that.
saying
The
before this. I'm not saying today because we
I
haven't
was
spoken about it.
asked-
I'm saying in
Nah,
general.
wait,
innit?
I was
Well, you got
asked-
hella
I-
smoke for me and my manager who's new going into saying bad.
Conte,
But your
I
manager
was
lands and does that, and you don't want to talk about it.
can't
He just
even
cost you
finish
2
my-
points.
Can I finish?
Yeah. You cost you
Can I go now?
yeah, because we're gonna get
Can
into
I go
it.
now?
That's what it is. That's what it
Again,
is.
Again, right now, you, man, are Jennifer Hudson. The spotlight is on you lot, yeah?
I don't even know who that
The
is.
spotlight is on you lot, yeah? So, yes.
I don't know who that is.
The spotlight is
Jennifer
on
Hudson?
you, man.
That's a big
Um,
Monts. That's a big
I
cheat.
I don't know
That's
who that
it.
is.
Yeah, correct.
Disrespect Jenny like
But
that.
But I personally,
I don't know
I'm
who
not
did
even
you just
speak-
call
I'm
me?
not speaking from a hater perspective.
Wait.
because
Who did you?
with
You
all due
always talking
respect-
from a hater perspective. My team. Who did you just call my team first and foremost? I don't know who that is.
Jennifer Hudson, because the spotlight's on you lot right now.
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
She has a
She's
so-called
the
spotlight.
main
Okay,
character
right.
in
Okay.
Dreamgirls.
Right.
She's the main character in
Cool.
Dreamgirls. So,
cool.
like, I don't need to like get onto you, man. Like, you man are crap, or I haven't actually said you man are crap.
Nah,
I've
you
just
haven't.
said
It's
that.
everything else, fam. Monts, I know you in it. This is why you know what I'm saying. I
But
jump all over you.
Deji,
Pause.
Did I
You know what
say
I'm
Man
saying?
United are crap? Did I say
No,
that?
you didn't say that. I never said you said that. Look at you now playing victim like a
Monts, that's
typical
right.
Liverpool fan.
I
I
don't
said that.
like United.
I was just trying to answer the question and you jumped in straight away. I was just trying to get to answer my question.
All right,
That's what it was, yeah.
You
Let me
said
get to
you
this.
were
Let me-
I'm going to give it one more minute because we got to bring Chelsea.
We will.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
I wanted to
yeah.
just. I just wanted to
We
finish
have
my
a
point
minute.
Do
when
we
we was
have to
talking
speak about Chelsea, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
When we was talking about United,
when
Brighton.
he was new, Arteta, when he was new in his first season, played Pepe in the false nine in a semi-final when there was no need for it. There was absolutely no need for it. Pepe has never played false nine in his life. He was doing just fine as a right winger. Maybe not just fine, but he was doing okay as a right winger. And then he big-brained it. Same way Pep's done it as well. Played Rodri the whole season. And then in the Champions League final, It's not Rodri, sorry. Was it Rodri? Gundogan, sorry. And he benched. Who did he bench? Was it Rodri or Gundogan? He benched one of them in the Champions League final. But he played the man every game, and in the final, we decided to bench him. Now, same thing for Ten Hag. For me, to go and play Eriksen in the false nine was a very bold move. Very bold move. And if it worked, this would be the other way around. And I'll be saying, you know what? Do that and to go and win the game, we might have something in the next few years. We might have something. But the fact that it didn't go well, and not talking about Eriksen solely, but the fact that it's the way Man United got bopped. Just like I said, just like the way Fulham played us, man. It's the way these men were pooping triangles around you. Lallana treated this like a five-a-side, bro.
Okay, cool. All right. So in response to that, when you mentioned Arsenal and the City ones, not only did you mention one's a Champions League semi-final, one's a Champions League final. Number two, like I said, I don't believe, and this is just me, you can disagree all you want. That's calm. The alternatives are better. Ronaldo is not it. Rashford up front is not it. This is why as Eriksen as the 9, I legit said I didn't expect him to do it. That's what I wanted to see. So this is why I have no complaints, whether it works or not. No, whether it works or it didn't work. It didn't work. But I know I've seen Ronaldo enough to know that don't work. So let me see something new. Ronaldo and Rashford up front don't work.
I don't know.
Ronaldo don't work.
Didn't Ronaldo wait, how many goals did Ronaldo bag against Brighton last season? Let me check that.
That was cool. So because he scored goals against Brighton last season.
Let me check that. Didn't Ronaldo bag against Brighton last
season? So because he scored against Brighton, because he scored goals against Brighton next season, he should play in this season. That's stupid.
We've got to finish now, Flawless. We've got to move on, bro.
That's dumb.
We've got to move on now, bro.
We'll get on to Liverpool full a minute. We'll talk about that.
Look, we ain't finished. The season's just started, so we ain't going to be able to get all the arguments out on one show. That's not happening. That's the reason why we've got a season. We come back.
Everyone.
There's going to be more. There's going to be games this weekend. I think if Ajax United play that same system away to Brighton, they're likely to get clapped up again. But who knows? We'll see on the weekend. But look, let's bring Chelsea into this real quick. To be honest, this is probably why we left you to last. It was pretty crap. It was pretty boring.
Can I just ask something? Wait, did anyone watch 90 minutes of that? I'm just asking.
Yeah,
anyone? If you, did you fall asleep? Did you fall asleep? Did you drift off for?
Nah, we were just talking in it, like on a watch along. We were just talking in it, like.
You wasn't really watching Flawless, innit?
Yeah, we wasn't like we was watching, but we wasn't watching.
Ladimus chat to me because that football, wow.
It was fossil football. That was fossil football.
Bro, I fell asleep and I woke back up, bro. Like I missed key parts. But
the only time Chelsea look exciting is when they play Arsenal. I promise.
Ladimus is frozen just like their football, bro. Ladimus is frozen like their football, bro. Are you there, laddie?
Ladimus is there still. He's there.
I saw him move a little bit.
Oh no, he's gone again.
But about talk now. Nah, but literally,
are you guys done?
We can't hit. Yeah, they're done. They're done.
Wait, hold on.
It's me, Monts, United, Liverpool is interesting, isn't it?
So how come you guys didn't say your piece on the Man United Liverpool?
Because you took up all the fucking time. That's why. You know what I'm saying? That's why. You took up all the time, Monts. That's what it is.
We took up a lot of time.
You took up all the time.
We have to come back and allow Chelsea because we've only got 13 minutes left, roughly. So we want to at least get Chelsea. I think we only need about 2 minutes for Chelsea. But it'd be rude to have our brother on here and not give him 2 cents on his assessment on the weekend's game.
Tell us about Everton.
Bro,
perfect. Thanks. Okay, guys, we'll move on.
Bro,
yeah, that kind of sums up what the game was like.
And stuff like that. Who cares? Like, we won at the end of the day. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yep.
It was dry though. It was boring. Were you happy with that performance?
No, I was not necessarily, but I was happy with the result because we won.
Is that how far you guys have fallen from grace? Another club?
No, they've always had.
Bro, we haven't beaten Everton in like 5. We haven't beaten Everton in 5 seasons. Like, we won the game. Who cares?
Wait, 5
I'm not
seasons
going to go
screaming or just at their ground?
Just
That's at their ground. It's not Tottenham Chelsea.
At their ground.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to gas up anything. We won. Who cares?
This is the best comment of the night. StreamYard doesn't want to hear about Chelsea.
Oh my God. I like that.
Ah, shit. Nah, but Ladimus, I personally think Chelsea will still finish third. But after that performance, aren't you a bit worried about your season?
Bro, you just said you had a scrappy win against Palace. You're not worried about your season.
Brother,
we will.
I'm talking to you, Monts. I'm talking to lads.
We will score.
Here go Monts hijacking, taking up all the time and that. It's you're Jennifer Hudson, man. Spotlight on you, Monts, innit? I'm saying that. You're Jennifer Hudson.
I thought Ladimus has been lagging. So Ladimus is lagging.
So you thought you jumped right in the spotlight.
Can you put that next comment?
That comment was mad cheeky from Kunle. That comment was very cheeky though.
I'm not gonna lie, Koulibaly looked like he was playing up front. I'm not gonna lie, he looked like
Chelsea.
Nah, this is real talk. He was doing step over.
Whatever. Say what you want. Chelsea will be fine. We'll finish third. Like getting top 4 is not a big deal. Like, it is what it is.
You're not finishing third, but anyway. Let's see. So look, guys, I think this is about as much that we can.
This is facts. This comment as well, man. This is 110% facts. It's coming from Gunner King. I even like Arsenal, but this is East.
Eddie, as you're the host, and you haven't really read.
I just got who Gunner King is. Big up yourself.
Hey, Gunner King, I don't even know who you are, but you are spitting.
I was with him the other day.
Keep sending them shots. The fact of the matter was
but Deji,
proof is in the pudding, isn't it?
My what's it called? My dyslexia is really playing up here. So can you help me with this comment, please?
Well, he said, "What am I talking about? Falling from grace. Your club doesn't know what grace looks like." Well, it's easy
to sign a player called Grace to know what grace looks like. You lot jokers.
Very easy for you to say. Very lazy comments in it. Like I said, we're dealing in the now. We're not dealing in the past. We're not dealing in the future. We're dealing now. Right now, Tottenham's top of the league. Yeah, we can. That's a fact. We can agree. Whether you like it or not, that's just what it is. When we get to next week, Monday, after the weekend's results, we can see what it is and we can reevaluate, we can reassess. What I have said, though, to you, Flawless, and my challenge to Gunner King is that I do think, and to Monts, is that I think this team is better than Poch's team. And I can see this team taking Tottenham up another level. What that means, potentially the Prem, potentially Champions League, maybe even third. But I can see us outperforming. I can see this Tottenham team outperforming what we did last season. That Chelsea team is not finishing above Spurs. That team looks unbalanced.
Someone clip this. Gunner King, please. Anybody, clip this. You know what I'm saying? Please.
Don't worry, I clipped him last week.
Thank you.
Much. Flawless. For me,
Deji,
as a lover of football,
Deji, you're a big man. Don't embarrass yourself on YouTube. We will finish it.
Bro, look, you keep doing the Dark Knight in that room. Yeah, you carry on doing Dark Knight. You get what I'm saying? Like, you stay there. We got evidence, you get me, from now. So we will see who's talking at the end of the season. Yeah. If Tottenham finish above Chelsea this season, you got to switch on the light. Is that ideal?
If you finish above us, but what thing above us mean? It means
it means you finish.
If we finish above Chelsea, you switch on the light. Is that
Well, you finished third. But hold on. You finished.
What's this guy talking about? Yes or no, bro? Don't make this.
I think he's breaking up, Deji. I think he's breaking up. I don't think he can hear you clearly.
Finishing above Chelsea.
Man, say that.
He's breaking up.
How come I say you got to switch on the line?
I'm not having it. I ain't got time for Chelsea anymore. I'm not having it.
Oh, my stomach hurt.
You might a terrible human beings, isn't it? Just putting that out there.
Yeah,
my guy left the stream, bro.
Well. Yeah,
don't piss me off. I was gonna say,
can we just do predictions for our teams this weekend, real quick? We don't have to do the whole Prem, but just our teams. What are your?
Did I have to talk about Liverpool? Love.
We talked about.
Look at you in it. Yeah, we talk. I don't want to talk about him either if I was you, Monts. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it in it. I don't want to talk about you like either if I was you. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
First one to rattle.
As you were saying.
So, guys, because of time, we're running out of time.
I just dislike you.
Like you to just give your pre-match prediction for your teams this weekend. Starting with you, Niger.
I think a 3-1 win for Arsenal.
At home to Leicester, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, calm. Flawless.
Well, Brentford away. Yeah, I'm going for it. 2-1 United.
No, you're not flawless. No,
Yeah, absolutely, man. 2-1 United.
You didn't say it with any chest, though. You
all right, 2-1 United. Yeah, I'm saying I'm here,
if,
man.
And if
2-1
United,
United.
are you going to say these players aren't good enough?
Say that again? They weren't good enough on the day, yes. I would say they are good enough on the day. Yes. Depending on who plays. It's variable.
Again,
you can't do this variable things.
What do you mean there's not variables?
Just a yes or no.
If he plays a 4-2-3-1 with McFred, then yeah, we're gonna be in trouble.
What happens if he plays a false nine? What if he plays a false nine with Eriksen?
Depends who's in the false nine. Is it Bruno or is it Eriksen?
No, Eriksen. If Eriksen plays false nine.
Yeah, it depends on the rest of the team. There's 10 out there.
He said 2-1 win.
I'm not trained well. I just said United 2-1 Brentford, and then Deji said you didn't say with no chest, and I said it again. And just because you lot struggled in West London don't mean we will.
I can see
you lot struggled in West London. We cool. You know what I'm saying? And that we go to West London, pick up 3 points. We ain't you. You know what I'm saying? And that we ain't you.
Romz,
but yeah, United 2-1.
We beat Palace 2-0. I'm going to the game as well. So if I go all the way up there and any other result than a win, any other result than a W, I'm going to be mad. But yeah, 2-0. I think we beat them 2-0.
Who have you got again? Who have you got?
Palace at Anfield. Yeah. Anfield.
Okay.
Monts, what are you saying, bro?
Palace.
Sorry to jump in. You
looking shook, man. You know what I'm saying?
But last thing, because I've been running it all week. Listen to Flores' tune, Prayer for the Ops. It's a cold. Listen, I've been spinning that.
Big tune. Big
up Flawless.
Love, man.
Don't forget us when you're all famous and that, Flawless, isn't it? Remember you on these pods and that.
3-1 Liverpool. Yeah, I believe we can see the goal.
3 points. I can see Liverpool getting. Ladimus, it's us this weekend. What are you saying? And be sensible now. Be sensible.
30 years, 1 loss. So.
Huh? What did you say?
1-0.
1-0.
1-0 Chelsea.
Where's it at? Is it at the bridge? Yeah. Or is it at Spurs?
It's at the bridge, man. Come on. 1 win in 30 years.
That's realistic. I think he's being generous.
I think Tottenham can win 2-1, personally. At the bridge. You heard it here live.
Hey, you man do the show every week, innit? I just want to see the one after this, innit? That's what it is.
Please, can you promise to come back next Monday, Ladimus? Please.
Can you man come back? Can everyone come back Monday? And can we get Gunner King? Because he's
this time again. Is it this time next week?
Yeah, this time again.
I'm here. Please.
Can
I want to be
Gunner King on the show? Because he's chatting hella smoke in his underwear with the fan blind. You get me? I need him on the show so we can have a chat face to face.
We will. All right, just before we go, let me get into some of these comments. Oh wait, let's say Deji. You said 2-1, right?
Yeah, 2-1 Spurs. Harry Kane on the double.
These comments. Wind your neck in. Club has made a tin pot. That's from Gunner King. I know who that's to. Conte Spurs will finish above Chelsea from Charles. Ooh, interesting take there. I said, you lied to me. I think he was talking about who said Return of the Mac earlier. I saw that earlier. So I think that's in response to that comment. Bood says, Deji, why go on for the bet? Arsenal above Villa and Jay-Z small goals than Richarlison.
Yeah, that bet's still on, my brother. Yeah.
What are you telling me?
It's still on, bro. Yeah? Still on. Cool. I don't know what don't run scared. And I told you Richarlison to get more goals than Jesus. Yeah, no, pump my chest. Straight.
All right. This is the height of Spurs' expectation. But we finished above Arsenal.
Can I just make a quick comment to Gunner King?
But we win.
When I'm on the show with Gunner King next week, it's gonna be a little bit like all or nothing, bro. You're getting nothing. Simple as that.
All right. Gunner, you've been called out. You've been called out. Brentford are beating United. Is Martial back? 2-1 United. Why not Spurs? He says.
I'm not sure if Martial's back or not. I don't know.
If Brentford beat United, it's technical for sure, man. Brentford that played last weekend will floor United. Wow.
If they perform like that, yes, they will. If they perform like that, absolutely.
Credit cracks has got. I don't know who that's directed to, but big up. Big Jeezy. Tom and Jerry playing. Can't handle Brentford. Hey. I think that's for you. 2-0 Chelsea against Spurs.
Gunner King, I'm screenshotting that.
Brentford 2-0. 1-1. I think that's the Brentford Man U game. I wish I could, Boots. We're about to close the show now, but definitely next week, 100%. Man, look at he really wants to get in. Deji, you rattled him again, man.
Mate, I'm the Arsenal slayer, so he knows. Let him get slayed on the show.
Bro. No, for one, I'm the Arsenal slayer. For two, Spurs better win a trophy this season. All this Wasser.
Look, we're not doing Batman, bro. You're not the Arsenal slayer.
Bro.
Ladimus is the Arsenal
You know what you are, yeah? You know what you are? You are Falcon's sidekick. That's what you are, bro. You're Falcon's sidekick.
Wait, he didn't even say Iron Man. He didn't even come on.
Not even a Avenger, bro. No one knows who you are. You're
share, comment, and subscribe.
Wait,
my people.
DP didn't even say War Machine. He didn't even come on a War Machine thing.
Yeah, I love it.
Deji, how you closing the show today, bro?
Yeah, no, everyone, thank you for being on the show. Please like and subscribe. Get us up to 500 subscribers. It's been a fantastic show. Flawless, you've been immense. Ladimus, you've been immense. Monts, great analysis, immense. Romz, big up to you. Niger, big up. Make sure you lot come back next week, Monday, 8:30 sharp, because we're going to be reviewing the weekend's results and seeing who is going to be top of the league. Do you get what I'm saying? And whether, I hope that Ajax United pick up some decent points on the weekend. Let's see if Liverpool can get it over the line with Crystal Palace.
Let's see if Spurs can get their second win at the Bridge in 40 years. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take it, bro. I don't give it damn.
You have to, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to.
All the bad managers we've had, all the bad managers we've had, like Scolari, Lampard, etc. The only manager who's lost to Spurs is Conte.
Wait, and on that note, people, that's a perfect way to end the show. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next week, Monday.